I got my Rythm test kit here. I'm gonna open it up and show you what it all comes with. You got your thing that goes in your arm, your pop, your sample collection, the tube to put the sample in, a Band-Aid to cover up the hole, alcohol to clean the area, and this thing, you pop this and this heats up and you put it on your arm to draw the blood to the surface. So let's see here. Step one, scan the QR code, create a login, follow the prompts, scan the instructions. So do your collection first thing in the morning before you eat or exercise, drinking 16 ounces of water beforehand. So I need to drink 16 ounces of water. So I just did this to pop this thing. This thing's going, it's gonna heat up. There we go. It says keep it on my arm for 4 minutes. Okay, I've had this on here for quite some time now, but it says about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna pull this off, take this unit, pull the sticky off, stick it right to my arm right here with the tube pointed down, stick, pull the cover off, 2 fingers, push. And then it'll start to drain. It says take about 5 minutes, so I'm just waiting to see what it does. But I didn't feel a needle or anything in there. Didn't feel anything. So we'll see. Okay, I'm now full. So let me get my Band-Aid and my gauze out here. I'm supposed to have it already ready, but you know I didn't. So Band-Aid is ready. I'm gonna pull this off. Done. Just a tiny little dab. It's full. So I'm gonna turn this loose. Set this on the gauze here. I'm gonna close it back up. Done. Now I'm going to put it inside this little tube here. So I've got my cap on, going inside this little tube, going to lock it down. Done. I've got my birth date, everything on here. I mean, it's just a tiny little dot. Didn't feel a thing in this here. We're done. It said to take it and spin it 10 times. Allowing the blood to, I guess, just mix up in there is what it said. So I'm spinning it over. All right, we're done. Now, I do the rest of the scanning. Gonna put it in this FedEx bag and ship it off. Okay, so I'll do, drop this in here. Got my Band-Aid on. Drop it in. Seal it up. You take it to a FedEx drop-off facility, and I've got one here at my Walgreens. So I'm gonna drop it off, and good to go. Should have my results in 3 to 4 days, and this circumnavigates going to the doctor to draw the blood, and I can do this monthly. I can still go do a full big panel with a doctor, but you know, hey, let's check this out and see how it works. Okay, I just got my results back from Rythm. I can go into my results here. So my estrogen is a little out of the range. It's not too high out of the range. I do take testosterone replacement, so this can happen from that. So you can see pretty much everything else is in normal range. My testosterone is running at 1,048. My free test 173. The creatinine kidney, that just slightly out of range, not too high. Could have been, you know, I was dehydrated. I drank some water, but I wasn't quite enough hydrated. So it goes in here and explains, and it can tell you a little more about everything. Really good panel for what it does. It doesn't quite do everything, as I talked about before, as like a big, huge panel, but it goes through, you know, my thyroid, iron storage. I eat a lot of red meat, so I'm going to have a lot of iron. I would say red meat's probably 80% of my diet. My triglycerides, all that stuff is in good normal level. Heart health,
HDL, everything is in good to average or optimal level. So really cool. It'll give you like a health score, but you've got to get 2 collections required. So I need another collection, which is coming next month. And it has an AI health coach. So you can go in here and ask it for results. How do I get my triglycerides down or anything like that? Or how do I lower my my estradiol and all these other things. So it's really, really cool panel. So, maybe once a year I'll do a full big panel with my PSA to test my prostate and all that other stuff. But, I really like what I'm seeing here and I'm going to keep it up. It's $83 is what I spent. It costs more than that to go to see a physician, get the test and time. This is in my house on my own time when I wake up in the morning. So my conclusion is, I think it's a great panel for what it does. It keeps you on track. It lets you see, how your blood work is going when you're using your peptides, whether you're using testosterone or you're using nothing at all. Time saving instead of time consuming and trying to fit things in. You can do it from your home. You can do it from work. It literally took me, it said 1 to 5 minutes to draw the blood. It took about 1 minute. And didn't feel anything. It was amazing. Ships to your door. So I really do like Rythm. It would be interesting to see. They are planning, it says, maybe in the future to add more panels, which would be great. Maybe it's just you take 2 samples. I don't know, because there is a limitation of what you can do in these panels with that amount of blood. But hey, give them a try, see what you do. And if you're doing peptides, check it every month, see how your levels are doing. Anyway, this is Brian with Peelerbilt Fitness turning out. Stay tuned, follow me for more peptide stuff. I'm really just treating my body like a guinea pig. I'm testing everything so that you can hear what they do. I want a firsthand experience to everybody. These things are research only, not for use in humans. I'm not a medical doctor, not medical advice. Do your own research, go down the rabbit holes. But I think once you do, you'll think you're crazy, and then you look at stuff, and next thing you know, like I took BPC 157 TB 500 for my my spine surgery that I had, and I was good in 10 days. The spine surgeon was like, well, I don't know what you're doing, but you're healing faster than most people I've seen. So I went in and spoke with him about what I was doing, and he's really starting to do research on this himself. A lot of physicians are getting behind it. Some of them are still scared because it's research, but you can't patent a peptide. It's a naturally occurring amino acid. And that's why the pharmaceutical companies aren't really getting these things FDA approved, because they have to spend tens of millions of dollars to put it through a trial so that they can get them FDA approved. And, I was doing my research and people were saying there's only 2 researchers that have done research on this. And no, there's tons of research done. They're just not done through pharmaceutical companies. And I'm living proof of what the research is, because I've done my own, and how fast I've healed, and how my skin is, and the weight I've lost, and how I'm feeling, and energy and mental clarity. There's just so much out there. Do some digging, guys. This is life changing. Again, once you see it, you can't unsee it. So anyway, you guys take care. I'll be posting more videos. I'm super excited to continue down my journey. I'm halfway through my epithalin, and it's the one that lengthens your DNA on your telomeres. So epithalin, basically, when your DNA splits, the telomeres shrink on your DNA over time. That's aging. You're oxidizing. This physically re-lengthens them. You can do this 2 to 3 times a year. It's 20 days on straight. And I take my shot every night. It also gets you in your rhythm, your circadian rhythm with sleep. I coupled it with NAD+, and also do DSIP, DSIP, Delta Sleep Initiating Peptide. So it's a lot to talk about. Excuse me, I just had lunch. It's a lot to talk about, but keep following me. I'll keep putting more information out there. I'm going to keep treating my body like a guinea pig. That's all I got to say. Have a great evening. Follow, like, subscribe, buttons down below, all around, whatever. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. I'm everywhere.